What's going on, guys? John back here with another episode of Patriots franchise. If you look right there, though, on the right side, I just noticed that. Look who is in top three of rushing yards. Ramondre Stevenson. Where did this come from? I guess I have been literally giving him the ball every single play. Yeah. He has one of the highest yards per carry of starting running backs of anyone with over like 1,000 yards. He probably is the highest. CNA breaks off bajillions of runs. He's the second highest behind Aaron Jones. Not even close to the amount of touchdowns. His average per game is fifth most. Fumbles. We're not going to talk about fumbles. Broken tackles. How many broken tackles does he got? Man, I love Kenneth Walker so much. He's probably my favorite player. Not on the Chiefs. Longest runs. Alvin Kamara. That was probably against me. No, I know it wasn't. I haven't played the Saints yet. But yeah, so actually, if we look at yearly awards, is Ramondre now in for Offensive Player of the Year? Nope. What about Best Running Back? Hey, number 3. My goal is to get Ramondre Running Back of the Year, and we have one game to do it, and it's against the Jets. Oh boy. So yeah, we got a divisional matchup. Us versus the New York Jets. Both of us have had throwaway seasons. Ours was a throwaway season because we are just trash. Theirs was a throwaway season because Rodgers was hurt and they had to rely on Zach Wilson to be their quarterback. So, yeah. Obviously, our thing is going to be run it outside. I want to go back. I want to make his run outside because I feel like I could defend the interior run better than the outside run. I mean, it's the last game of the season. I'm going to skip training. Oh well. Yeah, I'm recording this right after the Bills game. I'm not happy. We should not have lost that game. I mean, we should have. They were such a better team, but I mean, having to start 3 different quarterbacks is crazy. I might just honestly. Is there any fun quarterback in free agency that we can sign for the last week? Cut Will Greer, because he's got no future here. Not as any of the quarterbacks. Who would be fun to have? Who's a quicker quarterback? Bryce Perkins. Do you run Bryce Perkins? I need a decent overall quarterback, like 60. Colt McCoy. Or we could sign Kirk Benkert out of making Madden videos, actually. He's making Madden videos right now, so we could sign him. Highest overall, Nick Foles, Joe Flacco. Who's got the best accuracy? I just need short accuracy. Colt McCoy. Honestly, I feel like it'd be more fun to have Joe Flacco, though. So what? Sure. Joe Flacco. Welcome to the team. And Joe Flacco will be starting for us. We'll see how this goes. If only I could sign my head coach, because if you look at the top right, my head coach is Tom Brady, even though I don't think they would legally allow Tom Brady to get signed here. We do not recommend cutting this player. Well, I don't care. Will Greer, you're getting cut. All right, let me do my depth chart. Joe Flacco, starting quarterback. And before I forget, Philip Dorsett is my kick returner and punt returner. And at middle linebacker, Marley Mapu is going to start over Mac Wilson. Honestly, I should start him over Jawan Bentley. This is a throwaway game. So really, I'm going to start backups. Except, no, there's not even a point to start backups because it doesn't matter. Ramondre Stevenson, I'm going to keep giving him elusive back. Because he's going to keep getting more power. Yep, break tackle, change of direction. That's all good. Ramondre, I'm hoping he can keep for a while. He made the Pro Bowl. Let's go. Pro Bowl for Ramondre Stevenson. I believe that's his first career Pro Bowl. I'll look that up while we load into the game. But we've got a home game. We're going to run our red jerseys. Just because I like the red jerseys. I should have done red on red. That would have been a lot more fun. Here we go. Has Ramondre Stevenson made a Pro Bowl? Yep, Ramondre Stevenson never made a Pro Bowl. This is his first career Pro Bowl. Zach Wilson looking like the GOAT. And Joe Flacco looking like the true elite status that we all know he is. All right, there's Kyle Duggar, who, if it weren't for Ramondre Stevenson, would have probably been our player of the game last week, seeing that he had 2 picks. I'd give him Defensive Player of the Week. I still think our Defensive Player of the Year, if I had to make a pick, would be Jabril Peppers. Jabril Peppers also had a pick last game. He's also making tackles left and right. He's our entire defense most of the time. All right, Zach Wilson and Garrett Wilson about to torch this defense of nobodies. And Jabril Peppers. And first play, Breece Hall breaking tackles, and why? Already starting off perfectly. Breece Hall lets off a massive play. Empty backfield for Zach, so it's obviously going to be a pass. Allen Lazard, Packers legend, makes the catch. I do like testing my knowledge by naming players and like who they used to play for. Like Jalen Mills, I think he used to play for the Eagles. Zach Wilson goes down. It's the rookie Marley Mapu, who obviously moved to middle linebacker, and look at him showing out. Iowa State legend Breece Hall in the backfield as they throw it to Lazard again, who also played for Iowa State. And now Allen Lazard's playing like prime Calvin Johnson. Jeez, it's Allen Robinson all over again. I'm getting destroyed by Allens. Speaking of which, Josh Allen. Yeah, the Allens just own me. Don't let me play anybody named Allen. Oh, I hope I don't play the Jags. Jeez, Josh Allen, the defender, would destroy me. How is that not a touchdown for Randall Cobb? I don't know, but I'll take it. Oh, if I'm the Jets here, I am 100% going for it. What are you doing? You're kicking it on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line?
I can see you shaking your head. I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go.
I'm just, you hear me, I'm really quiet. I'm just dumbfounded by what I just witnessed. Even the announcers on the game are talking about it. But there's Philip Dorsett once again making a massive rush. As here is the Ramondre Stevenson offense, where we just run it with Ramondre Stevenson every play and hope for the best. Maybe we throw it with Joe Flacco. I want to see if Joe's still got an arm on him. He's got an arm in real life. He did pretty well for the Browns when they played the Rams. Oh, what a dime. Joe Flacco, he's elite. Top 10 quarterback in the league already. I've seen enough. Demario Douglas was the one that made the catch, by the way, if you hadn't seen. My favorite player on the team, probably, besides Ramondre. There's Juju. Look at that, Joe Flacco already completing 2 passes. Maybe we found our long-term solution at quarterback. Maybe I'm being sarcastic. That's for you guys to decipher. How sarcastic was I when I was talking about Joe Flacco being the long-term quarterback? Demario Douglas, again. Put him in the Hall of Fame. Joe Flacco's elite. Greatest quarterback I've ever seen play for the New England Patriots. Especially as an old guy, too. You never see old guys, especially on the New England Patriots, play this good. Name one old quarterback that played for the New England Patriots that, like, did anything. That is a rhetorical question. Do not look at my coach's name whenever we go back. As there's Ramondre. I do like these red jerseys. I might try using them more next season. Obviously, I will. I mean, we've only played 5 games. This is the first time I've whipped them out. We have done the whiteout jerseys. That was against the Bills last week. Maybe we do all blue jerseys as, who is that? John Franklin Myers. Solomon Thomas played for the 49ers. He was drafted in the Patrick Mahomes draft, I believe. number 2 or 3 overall. Oh, Stevenson, what in the world has gotten into you? I mean, I already knew you were the greatest running back of all time, but no. Why do you look like you're hurt, but you come out the next play? I mean, I love the enthusiasm of wanting to play, but if you are hurt, I'm not letting you play. Celebrate. Ramondre Stevenson, greatest of all time. 12 rushing touchdowns. I'm trying to have him pass McCaffrey for rushing yard leader. He's not going to, but I mean, the Jets defenses look very good today already. If we watch the Bills game, or really any of the other games, Ramondre was breaking off 10-yard rushes a ton, which made me think I need to adjust the rushing slider. But I think Ramondre's just that good. All right, Zach Wilson and the Jets taking the field again after a weird drive. They're going to run the ball a lot. I can already feel it. I'm going to bring Jalen Mills up. Please don't throw the ball. You will torch me. Oh, no. Okay, wait. That's a rush, isn't it? Breece Hall gets blown up. Yep, that counts as a rush. Runs for 6. Zach Wilson throwing the ball and still not getting credit for it is hilarious. Did my little 360 with Josh Uche. Now they're going to throw the ball back to Dalvin Cook. Wilson's going to run. Weird slide. Yeah, if the quarterback isn't high enough in rushing category, I believe. I think it's a rushing category. If he's not high enough in a certain category, he would just like do that weird janky slide. Oh, Kyle Duggar. Put him in the hall. Knocks away a pass, aiming for, I believe, Garrett Wilson. I talked about last episode how 90% of the time you do not see that number 1 wide receiver get targeted a ton. For whatever reason. Like, I mean, J.C. Jackson is the guy who's covering the man coverage. And we saw him last week against Stephon Diggs get torched. So he's not that good. That's how you know he's not that good. He's getting torched. I mean, it is Stephon Diggs. Holy mackerel. Marte Mapu. I don't know why I keep calling him Marley. Just got pancaked. All right. I hate this formation. Garrett Wilson makes a completion, and just like that, as soon as I mentioned that they're not going to target Garrett Wilson, they immediately target Garrett Wilson. I just deserve this pain, apparently. And who left him wide open? I think that was Adrian Phillips' zone. Justin Ross. Chiefs cut him. That's his first career touchdown. I don't know why he said first touchdown of the year. 90% of the time, that if that's a guy getting their first career touchdown, they say his first career touchdown, something like that. Like you heard Demario Douglas in the Bills game, actually. Get that audio cue. As here is Philip Dorsett. Once again, brings it past 25. You know, I love Dorsett returning the ball. He's so good. There's Ramondre. Gonna run left, right at Jermaine Johnson. Ramondre hits a juke, and now Ramondre's in the open field. Ramondre Stevenson's gassed, but he's gonna hit a dance into the end zone, and what a huge play. Hitting the whip and a bunch of other dances. Just a great juke on Bryce Hall, and then no one could tackle him. But look at him, he's completely gassed. But if we watch this replay, Flacco, perfect handoff, beautiful handoff, put him in the Hall of Fame. But if we watch, he comes up to Bryce Hall and just absolutely jukes him out of his shoes. So Zach Wilson comes out again with Breece Hall and this Jets offense. one place, I didn't even realize, like my brain didn't even fully process that was a one-play drive. 75, almost 75, but 73 official yards is awesome. As Brees Hall breaks free, he's gone. Oh my gosh, my controller's vibrating like I can actually do something. Man. They go one play. And if we watch, I just had perfect blocking, and then Conklin has a great block, and then Jonathan Jones plays like Jonathan Jones usually does and just doesn't do anything. Jabril Peppers would have been the closest guy if Jonathan Jones didn't block him. I blocked him intentionally because I didn't care. But hey, we got a high-scoring affair already. Unlike the game in Foxborough last year, which I believe ended 10-3 Patriots. And I think the biggest part I remember about it was Jets did not gain barely any yards. They lost on a punt return touchdown with like 40 seconds left in the game. And then Zach Wilson after the game said, no, it was not my fault. For gaining like 3 inches per play in the second half. Thought it was hilarious. But obviously we know who we're going to hand it off to. And he gets stuffed. Hunter Henry. Block or I bench you. This is our entire offense. If you want to have even a chance of getting re-signed, I would recommend blocking. There's my other tight end that's clearly better because he knows how to block, Mike Gesicki. And we're giving some rest to Ramondre, running some pass plays. Ramondre is not our passing back for some reason, but Joe Flacco doesn't need Ezekiel Elliott. He needs the greatest duo of all time, Joe Flacco and Mike Gesicki. Funny enough, this is Joe Flacco's revenge game. If you remember, he did play a stint with the Jets, I believe it was last year, with the whole Zach Wilson and Mike White saga. I remember I picked him up in fantasy football, I think. I think I did. Someone did. And he did very well. All right. Joe.
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it.
Oh, man, Joe. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. I mean, I can't really blame it on Juju either. It wasn't Juju's fault. Definitely wasn't Juju's fault. He got bumped on his route, but I waited so he'd be off the bump part of the route. Oh my gosh, Demario Douglas just made that catch. Maybe Demario Douglas is my Hall of Famer on my team. I could probably make him into a Hall of Famer if I only throw to him. Run, Joe. Joe Flacco. Most mobile quarterback in the league. Who's Lamar? Oh, Devontae Parker held a block. 3 touchdowns in the first half. And if nothing else, we have Ramondre. Man, how am I supposed to do players of the game if Ramondre is the only player? I guess Demario Douglas has looked pretty good in the few chances I've given him. Like, man. Brees Hall, 113. 1,100 yards. And he'll probably get about 4,000 more in this game with how him and Ramondre are playing. Zach, you had Brees Hall wide open. 0 spatial awareness. All right, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a rush. So I'm kind of just going to blitz. Nope, it's not a rush. Get him, Jabril. Get him, someone. He barely gained the yardage. He got hit 6 times. Now we're committing pass. Oh, Zach Wilson, thank you for not being good at this football game. This whole thing about football, maybe you should try being McDonald. I mean, you have enough money. You got like $1 mil. Or no, your signing bonus was like $2 mil. Zach, you got enough money. You could probably retire and be A-okay. Oh, nope, he's just going to fire to tight end for the... How am I this bad at the game? Almost had a pick, and it turned into like a 90-yard gain with what's-his-face. Oh, I'm pass winning again. Oh, Wilson sacked. Dietrich Wise and I don't even know who the other guy was. They didn't let me see. Okay. Randall Cobb makes the catch. We're not going to blitz like I was about to. Pass commit. We have edge protected, so... No, that was my zone with Duggar. Oh my gosh, Justin Ross is... Whew. Justin Ross is playing like... I don't even know who else it could be. Who's a very good receiver that has the name Justin? I don't know. Randy Moss. Justin Ross, Randy Moss, rhymes enough. It's basically the same person. Wilson. Oh, I thought he was going to throw it to Uzoma. That's the Bengal, by the way. I thought he was going to throw it to Uzoma, and I was like, Jelani Taibai is about to get mossed because I can't play defense. All right, Jalen Mills, maybe my user. Touchdown, CJ Uzoma, whose most notable moment is tearing the ACL in the Bengals playoff run. I mean, he's probably had notable moments for the Bengals. I just haven't watched Bengals games because they haven't really been relevant for a while. I mean, they've been relevant the past couple years, but like, I'm pretty sure he's been on that team his entire career. And the Bengals weren't relevant back then. I don't know though. Maybe I should do some research on CJ Uzoma. Uzama? However you want to pronounce his name. Why is Sauce Gardner playing on the punt team? That just seems like a way to get your star player hurt. Meanwhile, my way to get a star player hurt is running it with him 4,000 times a game. All right, we head to halftime. This game has been crazy. 24-21 in the first half. Who would have thought two teams that last year when they played barely put up anything, they have already put up almost 50 points in the first half. Philip Dorsett going to return the opening kickoff of the second half, and he returns for 25. That's all I ask for every time with Philip Dorsett. And usually he outdoes me. This time he just wanted to prove that he could do it. I'm not mad. He did very well. I don't even know why I start Devontae Parker. He's just there to block for Ramondre because Ramondre is the great. He's averaging over 10 yards per carry since I've taken over and been his quarterback. That's why I think it's hilarious. I mean, Ramondre was nowhere near the rushing yards leader when I took over, and now he's second and might even pass McCaffrey, depending on how he does this game. It's just because Ramondre Stevenson's the greatest player of all time. There's no way around it. Okay, I'm cutting inside. 4 yards. He's still averaging over 10 yards per carry. This is just a ridiculous stat line for Ramondre. 140 yards. Ramondre's not even on the field. I can't have him run too much. And Flacco throws a pick. I should not have thrown it to Juju. I know Juju is not a good guy to target. And we're going to lose now because we don't know how to play defense. Yippee, yippee. All right, guys, let's pick off the worst quarterback in the league. Oh, wait, we can't because we don't have defense. And I'm not a good user. Throw a screen pass, please. That's the only way I can pick you off. I thought he stepped out. What? Garrett Wilson torches our defense. Honestly, please keep playing like this. I'm totally trying my top skill. I'm totally trying my best to stop you on every play. Pass commit. They're going to run the ball now. Brees. Nope. Okay. Well, Brees still got the ball. I cannot get turnovers. I mean, yeah, Josh Allen turned the ball over 4 times to me last week. But that's because he's Josh Allen and literally leads the league in turnovers since like 2018, I think is what the stat I saw was. At least since 2020. He's tied for the league in interceptions. Great stop by Juwan Bentley. Jalen Mills was there too, but obviously the person that was using Jalen Mills was me, so he did not make the tackle because I sucked at this game. What in the world was that? Glitched play. Brees is somehow stuffed. They're probably going to do a QB sneak. Oh, well, I know what this play is going to be. It's going to be a rush. I'm committing up the middle. They're probably going to run left, but I can still get there if they run up to the right. And we commit, and Juwan Bentley does not animate to make the tackle. And Brees Hall is doing the stanky leg on me. And I hit the punter. Well, looks like Philip Dorsett does not get to return a kick today. Roughing the passer defense. I didn't even do anything. All right, Joe. Prove why I put you at quarterback. You've got Juju Smith-Schuster. Ramondre's going to be out right, though. I doubt you'll want to throw it to him because he'll be covered by nobody. Never mind, I lied. Sauce, get juked. Ramondre Stevenson might be the greatest running back of all time. Now you're dancing on Jordan Whitehead, who literally intercepted us. I can't stand this play. Can I put... Okay, Demario Douglas is now not on that motion route. Flacco got smacked, so I had to throw it. Okay. Making dentist jokes in Madden 24. Devontae Parker drops it. I mean, it's against Sauce Gardner, but man, I signed you for a reason. I didn't sign you. It was not me. But they signed you for a reason. This is your reason. Devontae Parker. Devontae Parker down to the 1. And you know what? Just to make it seem like we have the greatest quarterback of all time, because we do, we're going to run left with this. We're just going to run hurry up until they don't pinch the line. Joke's on you, we're passing it. We got the fullback in, which is a defensive lineman. And I had a guy. I couldn't do anything. Stop giving me... Okay, I don't know why I kept saying stop. Because it was all my fault why we had that play. Do we... Throw to Demario Douglas? Yes. Touchdown. Demario Douglas. Second touchdown on the year. And he is gone. Demario Douglas left the stadium. We're losing by that much. He just dipped. Yep, he just ran away. Oh, he's celebrating on the sideline. There he is. Honestly, I pretend the entire... Talon Lazard. Talon Lazard has more receiving yards than I've had a single player have in a game besides the first week I started playing, which was against the Steelers, which is surprising. All right. I'm probably going to cut all of this out because, man, this is not fun to watch the same play over and over again, is it? I just need to not, like, hit stick every tackle. Do I need to make my tackling easier? Is that what it is? Because I don't think in real life players break off as many big plays. But then again, same with their team. Ramondre Stevenson should not break off a 50-yard play every play. Stay calm. Stay calm. The difference in this game is going to be that Joe Flacco interception, isn't it? Oh, Breece Hall's in the backfield. It's going to be a rush. Now that I pass committed, I can't change it. How do you not tackle him? Someone is diving behind him. And that is the wildest dance. Well, we head to the fourth, down by 10. Meaning this game's probably going to end just like it did the Pats game. This is the exact final score of the Pats game, I believe. Alright, Broadway Joe. That's not Broadway Joe, but we can pretend it's Broadway Joe. I wish it was Broadway Joe. Broadway Joe would have won this game. I don't remember which one's Broadway Joe. Is it Joe Namath or Joe Montana? Either way, I'd rather have either of them than anybody on this team. Though Joe Flacco is pretty close to either of them. I think Joe Montana was Joe Cool and Broadway Joe was Joe Namath, but I could be wrong. As time to come back. Cole Strange. Cole Strange has more holding penalties than we have had touchdowns in the last 5 games. That's wrong, but it seems like not every time, because I can't say every time, because Ramondre has a big play every play. Holy Hunter Henry! What did I just... Hunter Henry just mossed a corner. Yeah, this game surely has no shortage of offense. I completely agree. Ramondre still averaging 10 yards per carry. We're going to run hurry up. Ramondre's going to get the ball out of the backfield probably. Did not mean to throw that. My gosh. I click hurry up, try to snap the ball fast after choosing my play, and it just throws it. And I'm like, why? Alright, Zeke's in the backfield. And who is that? I'm going for it. It doesn't matter. I know technically I could not go for it, and then I'd still be a one-score game. But I want to have fun, and heck, we're being aggressive. We don't really want to win this game. But if we do, it's not the end of the world. Oh no, Demario Douglas doesn't catch it. Why do I do this to myself? Choose the worst team in history. Like, I'd rather rebuild the Giants than this. Because at least I'd have Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito's cool. Oh, of course, he's not running just a sit-down route. He's running a fake. I don't even know what any of these routes are called half the time, so I'm just making stuff up on the spot, hoping it sounds cool. Can we get to anything? No. We're getting toasted by 38-year-olds.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well. Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Big hit by Adrian Phillips. Yeah, if I keep this in the video and you guys are watching this, leave a like for my suffering. But let me know. Do you guys think I should make the settings easier again? Because, I mean, if I make the settings easier, it'll be a lot like, the Chiefs game where I was actually doing good and we were picking off Mahomes fumbles. Or do you want it to be more like this game or the Bills game where I have to play perfect or close to it to win games? Because I can do either. I can suffer through this. I am right now. Breece Hall has a stat line that looks a lot like Ramondre Stevenson's, which is kind of funny. They're basically the same person right now. They're going to run the ball, aren't they? On 3rd and 12. Yep. Nope. But we should have got a sack, and it's going to be a touchdown probably. Man, this game just wants to watch me suffer. Yippee. Man, my voice sounds so happy at the beginning of every episode, and it just falls off a cliff. All right, let's play. Guess who the touchdown's going to be to? I'm going to guess Randall Cobb. Can I just lay him out, please? Zach, don't slide one time. Yeah, total offense, 31st ranked. Want to know who's 32nd? Us. 545 yards? Doesn't even make statistical sense. Brees Hall is another touchdown. And it is a lot of points. Yeah, if you guys want me to adjust the sliders, make it a little bit easier, I can. If you saw when I adjusted the sliders, I think it was the beginning of this game. No, it was the beginning of last game. I adjusted a lot of them. I can adjust some of them back, like I could adjust the run blocking sliders to be harder or better for me. I can adjust my run blocking sliders to be harder because, I mean, I don't want it to be too hard because then Ramondre won't get any rushes, but I want him to get some, you know. I'm just trying to figure it out. I haven't played a Madden franchise since the beginning of the year when this game came out through the Seahawks. Demario Davis, holy, #1 wide receiver, just start him every game. All right, if Devontae Parker beats Sauce off the jump, I'm going to cry. Juju, yay, he made a catch. Meaning of the receivers I've started, one doesn't have a catch. That is Devontae Parker. Firing for Philip Dorsett, Joe Flacco misses. Man, we really just let up 45 to the Jets. Yikes. And again, it's Flacco to throw, eluding the pressure right. Demario Douglas is him. Demario Douglas is the greatest receiver I've ever laid my eyes on. This is where I would play that Batman gif from the Lego movie, where he's just like staring with loving eyes. That's me and Demario Douglas. I love this guy. I've never seen him. I know he put up 10 points in his last fantasy game he played, but then he got hurt, so I was sad. But yeah, Demario Douglas is him. He's still catching passes. All right, touchdown Demario Douglas right here. Ready? I'm gonna force feed him the ball because I don't care. No, we're gonna test Sauce. We got a PI call too. Juju Moss Sauce Gardner. What is happening? Yeah, Sauce, you pass interference, and we still, yeah, we gain yardage by declining that, first of all. Yeah, I was getting away with it in the first half. Oh, you're telling me you're cheating? Yeah, let's go. Oh, Demario, he had a touchdown. Double slants. That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass. And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Oh, please tell me that was on them, not on me. Yeah! We gained half a yard. It did not affect the play at all, but I caught him off sides. That's all that matters. What did that do? We gained half a yard. Aw, Douglas dropped it. Man. Come on, Demario. I'm trying to give you a touchdown pass. Or touchdown reception. Maybe we should go Jets playbook and do, or not Jets. Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you? I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of... He caught it this time. Let's go! Demario Douglas! Greatest receiver of all time. I've seen enough. Crown him. Something. I don't care. Make him the MVP. Do something to make this kid the greatest of all time. We're down by 10. I don't care. But, man, doesn't matter. Chad Ryland sending it deep. Why did I even kick it deep? I should have done an onside kick so I could have a chance. But it don't matter. Demario Douglas scored a touchdown. All right. Run commit up the middle. And they run it to the outside. And Breece Hall is gone again. Jonathan Jones, please, 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 please. Touchdown, Jets. The Jets have put up a 50 bomb on the New England Patriots.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Yeah, break the long losing streak, Jets. You got this. What you guys don't realize is this was my plan all along. Trying to tank to get a better draft pick so I can get that one guy. Do I remember his name? Nope. Does it matter? Probably not. Am I going to draft him? Probably not. I'll forget about him. All right. Here we go again.
Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to over.
CJ Mosley picks it off.
Picked off by the linebacker, CJ Mosley. And he brings it back.
Yay. So happy. Please don't score another touchdown. 580 total yards. What Jets are we looking at right now? 239 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's crazy. Well, this was a fun end to the season. It wasn't a full season, obviously. We started halfway through. Oh my gosh, no. Thank you, Jalen Mills. Yeah, Breece, how do you like it? Game over. We lose a blowout, though it wasn't much of a, I mean, we were close until the very end when Joe Flacco threw that interception. Breece Hall and Ramondre Stevenson both played like the greatest of all time. Demario Douglas, only receiver that I want to keep. And maybe my tight ends. Jabril Peppers, Kyle Duggar, both strong safeties, but both my best players. Jalen Mills, Jawan Bentley, and J.C. Jackson all had 6 tackles. 2 tackles for loss from Marte Mapu. Only other guy I want to keep. Devon Goshaw, Josh Uche, Dietrich Wise, Jabril Peppers, Keon White, Jawan Bentley all tackles for loss. Excuse me. Mapu had a sack. Uche and Dietrich Wise both had half. Obviously no picks. 1 pass deflection by Miles Bryant. No fumbles because we can't do anything in the turnover department. And we lose by 17. This game's great, guys. Perfect game. A lot of 20 points or less. Boy. More like don't lose by 20 points. Playmaker is the best thing to upgrade for all receivers. Because it just upgrades the most amount of stats. And the rookie from Liberty is insane. We get more staff points even though we lost. Didn't do anything with in the game. We'll do welcome bonus just to get closer to that thing I want. And we'll quickly sim to... I want to sim to the wild... Or not to the wild card. We're going to cut up. Please be Pro Bowl. Please be Pro Bowl. Nope. We accidentally simmed to the Super Bowl. Here was the playoff bracket. The Bengals, even though I don't believe they have Joe Burrow, they had to have got Joe Burrow back. Because there's no way. Oh, yeah, because this happened before Joe Burrow had a season-ending injury. Yep. We missed the Pro Bowl, but here are your yearly awards. No Patriots, but Allen wins MVP. Mahomes, Herbert, Purdy, Tua, Lamar, Burrow, Hurts, Prescott, Lawrence. Coach of the Year, Doug Peterson. AFC Offensive Player of the Year was Tyreek Hill, but look who's down here, Ramondre Stevenson. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey. I wonder who's actually going to get it in the game. Defensive Player of the Year, Micah Parsons in the AFC, or in the NFC. In the AFC, Defensive Player of the Year was Max Crosby. Once again, no Patriots. Offensive Rookie of the Year, For the AFC was Rashi Rice, somehow beating up CJ Stroud. Don't ask me how. NFC, Bijan, big surprise. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson. Two Patriots on here, Marte Mapu and Christian Gonzalez, even though Gonzalez didn't play at the end of the year. And Keon White's on here as well. NFC Defensive Rookie of the Year, Devin Witherspoon. I think he's going to end up winning it overall. Best quarterback, Brock Purdy in the AFC or in the NFC, Josh Allen in the AFC. Best running back, ETN in the NFC or AFC, jeez, and McCaffrey in the NFC. Best wide receiver, Ayuk in the NFC. Tyreek Hill in the AFC, I could have guessed that. Tooney wins it in the best O lineman in the AFC. Lindstrom in the NFC. Best D lineman, NFC Micah Parsons, AFC Max Crosby. Linebacker, TJ Watt. Definitely not going to be any Patriots here. And Daniil Hunter. Best defensive backs, Deron Bland and Kenny Moore. Kyle Duggar on here, though. The GOAT. And best kicker, Nick Folk. And we have to look at the other guy, obviously. Mason Crosby on the Saints, even though Blake Groupie is the kicker on the Saints right now in real life. So that was the end of the season. No upgrades from anybody. I wonder if we got any depth traits to upgrade. I doubt it, but I could be wrong. We'll look at the roster one final time. This was the end of season 1. Next video will be an off-season video where I go over re-signing players and everything. But here's the final look at the roster before free agency. That's not the right thing. That was contracts. We do get Matthew Judon back next year, so that's going to be fun. We'll at least have a defensive player besides Kyle Duggar and Jabril Peppers. Here's your offense. Ramondre, obviously the greatest running back of all time. Don't fact check me on that. He gets superstar. I'm guessing for, I don't even know, what did he do that could, yeah, just got a development trait increase because they felt like he deserved it. We'll give him, I don't even know what we would give him. Goal line back, better blocking on the goal line, and second wind. He can get more energy back. So that's our offensive players and defense. Mapu's star. Keon White hasn't even released his thing. Kyle Duggar up to superstar. I told you he's the GOAT. And we obviously are going to give him, I like Deflator. I think we'll probably give him Stonewall, which means he frequently prevents yardage gain. And we'll give him Lurker, even though I don't know if Lurker will do anything if it's not on a linebacker. But well, I guess we'll find out. That means he'll usually like jump undercut passes more. Demario Douglas, I wish he could get upgrades. I love Demario Douglas. He's so good. But yeah, another long video because I went over everything. We'll quickly, honestly, we'll go over the stats at the end of the year because why not? Oh man, I was so close with Ramondre. At the end of the year, Mac Jones, 2,500 yards, 251 completions, 12 touchdowns, 19 picks. Yeah, not great. Bailey Zappi, 831 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 picks. Joe Flacco, 283, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Most yards per game by anybody, and didn't get sacked. Rushing, Ramondre Stevenson, second in the league in rushing with 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns. Did have that one fumble that was recovered by Hunter Henry. Zeke, 393. Mac Jones, 138. Demario Douglas, 30 yards. Bailey Zappi, 29 and a touchdown. Ty Montgomery, 18. Flacco, 7. Thornton, 5. Bourne, 4. Juju, 3. Hunter Henry, 1. No one had negative yards. Yeah, only 3 people had touchdowns as well, which is funny. Receiving leaders, Demario Douglas, 500 yards and 3 touchdowns. Hunter Henry, 565 and 4 touchdowns. Juju, 504 and 5 touchdowns. Devontae Parker, 478 and 2. Bourne, 406 and 4. We never got to play with Kendrick Bourne. That was all before we joined. Jasicki, 337 and 2 touchdowns. Stevenson, 281. Farrell Brown, 170 and a touchdown. Did not target him once. Or did not complete a pass to him once this season when I played. Zeke, 152. Philip Dorsett, 95. Tyquan Thornton, 61. Montgomery, 50. And Jalen Reagor, 22. Blocking. Most sacks given up. Mike Onwenu with 4 and Trent Brown with 2. That's not a completely realistic stat. Jawan Bentley led our team in tackles with 94, Jabril Peppers 91, Kyle Duggar 90, Giovanni Taivai 89 and 67 for Miles Bryant. Most tackles for loss went to Jawan Bentley with 9, Peppers with 6, Dietrich Wise with 6, and then Duggar, Mapu, Barmore, Uche, and Judon with 5. Never got to play with Judon either. Sack leader Josh Uche with 5.5, Judon with 4, Bentley, Barmore, and Phillips with 3. Phillips all came in one game. 2.5 for Dietrich Wise, 2 for Tyvi and Keon White, and 1 for Duggar, Mapu, Bryant, and Christian Gonzalez. 4 INTs for Duggar and Jonathan Jones, 2 for JC Jackson, Jabril Peppers, 1 for Bentley, Tyvi, Bryant, Gonzalez, and Mac Wilson. Deflection leaders, 9 for JC Jackson, Jabril Peppers, 7 for Miles Bryant, 5 for Jones and Barmore, 4 for Duggar, Bentley, Tyvi, 3 for Gonzalez, 2 for Jack Jones and Mapu, 1 for Wade. Who in the world is Sean Wade? I don't know. Mills, Phillips, and Keon White. Forced fumbles, 2 for Peppers and Bryant, 1 for Ikuale, Tyvi, Phillips, and Mac Wilson. Recoveries, 1 by Marcus Jones, Brenton Schuler, Jonathan Jones, Savon Godshaw, Anthony Jennings, and Kyle Duggar. Safeties, we had the 1 safety by Jawan Bentley in our game, and Judon apparently got one in real life. Touchdowns, Kyle Duggar. I don't think I did that, but I might have. And that was it. Chad Ryland, greatest kicker of all time. I made everyone I kicked with him. Bryce Beringer punted a lot. That's not healthy amount of punts. But yeah, so that was season number 1. I already did my outro once. We'll do it a second time. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Be sure to watch for the off-season episode coming soon. And I will see you guys next time. Hiccups.